Hello there. So this morning when I woke up, I put on this massive jumper and this really big hat, and I kind of sat on my mat for a while. I went, "Oh, I don't know what's happening," and then I realized the feeling was like I wanted to hibernate, and it was so amazing, acknowledging the fact that this time of year we want to retreat inwards. We really want to draw into the depths of us, and it's like I don't know about being still, but just dropping in. That was the deepest feeling in me this morning. And as soon as I acknowledged it, then I was like, oh, now I can move. So maybe you're feeling something similar. That conflict between the inside feeling of wanting to retreat and go inwards, and then this very big out that happens this time of year. So just acknowledge that. So in the practice today, we're going to meet our deep in and our deep out and just see if we can balance that feeling and just move everything. Okay. So come rest into your child's pose. So coming down, arms are out or arms are back or elbows are bent or whatever feels the most wholesome for you. And just check in with yourself. Is there a deep inward pulling in? And when I acknowledge it as my hibernating self, I stop judging it as, oh, I'm so unable, oh, I'm so tired, oh, I'm all these other words that don't quite fit. And whereas suddenly if I go, oh, I want to hibernate, I feel suddenly very shiny and very well. And it really acknowledges and values the cycles of the year in me. The the rhythms of the seasons. Just be in that. Can you acknowledge the inward pull that is this time of year? And then the busy of the out. Nice. Coming all the way up into your cat pose. And then just rounding your back and arching your back. Rounding your back, arching your back. Rounding your back and sit your bum back as you round. And then traveling forward, arch. Rounding your back, sit your bum back. Travel forward, arch. One more time. Rounding your back, sit your bum back. Traveling forward, arch. Nice. Come to a neutral spine. Reach your right hand out forward in front of you. Bring the blade of your baby finger to the floor and draw your armpit down in the direction of the floor. Nice. Coming all the way back up. Reach the left hand forward. Bring the blade of your baby finger to the floor and drop your armpit down. Nice. And come back. Reach your right hand all the way to the right, reaching underneath the cupboard. And bring your armpit down towards the floor, the front of your shoulder to the floor, and walk your fingers a little bit further out, like you creepy crawl your fingers a little bit further. Nice. Come back. And then left hand out towards the left. Shoulder is moving down towards the floor, and you creepy crawl everything a little bit more to the left. And then come back up. Nice. Take your right hand and reach it back as far as you can, back beyond the right foot. And coming back. Bring the left hand behind you, reach it all the way back. And coming back. Nice. Take your right hand and glide it under so that it's underneath your armpit, and let your shoulder rest on the floor. This deep has been a really interesting journey. For me, it's this really deep understanding that it isn't, cleaning up your inside spaces to be better. It's actually the more you acknowledge your inside spaces and own them actually the more wellness there is. This glorious sense of just be you and know you. Drawing back up, then glide your left hand underneath your armpit, just draw it down to the floor. And somehow the awareness and the attention to the deep inner feelings of you, they, I think, shine and glow in a different way when we honor them. And then coming all the way back up. Nice. So rise up onto your knees. And so the next movement is, it's not about stretching, it's about awakening. Okay. So reach your hands up towards the ceiling. I like tucking my toes under. It gives me a little bit more kind of leverage, but you can have your feet flat as well. Okay. And then just bend your elbows and pull them down. Nice. And then reach your hands up. And then bend your elbows and gently lean your hips a little bit forward as you pull your elbows down. Nice. And then reach your fingers forward and bring your fingers slowly down to the floor. And then rising up, bend your elbows, maybe lean your hips looking up. But this movement, slowly rolling down, fingers touch the floor, make it like the intensity of walking. You're not a high intensity, really strong stretcher right now. You're creating sustainable, long-term movement, which is really steadily and progressively creating strength and ability. So if you want to keep your arms straight, you can lean a little bit more back, maybe. But I'm not straining myself. I'm just really hearing the way my abdominal muscles turn on as I lean back. And then how my back turns on as I round forwards. One more time. Leaning back. And coming forwards. Both hands to the floor. Stretch your right leg long. Toes on the floor. Your leg is stretching long behind you. Really feel it in your calf. Bend your knee and bring your left foot behind you. And so I got a text off somebody yesterday to say that they really don't do the downward dog. Stretch your right leg long again. So as an option, instead of the downward dog, you can just cycle your legs, one leg and then the other. Stretch your left leg long. You can stay in a cat and move in the cat. You can come down into a child's pose. I think the most important thing, pushing back into your downward dog or doing whatever variation you do, the most important thing is that you find your integrity. You listen to the deep of you and you hear, this one isn't so good for me. I'm going to do something else. Awesome. How cool. So bending your knees, stretch through your legs. Bend your knees, stretch through your legs. Bend your knees and stretch through your legs. And then reach your right leg up. Bring it down to the floor. Reach the left foot up. And bring it down to the floor. Nice. Just have a bit of a wiggle, bending, stretching. So whatever pose you're in right now, try and include the whole of your body so that you're just enlivening or awakening or kind of groanally, wonderfully connecting. Nice. And then walk forward and either bring your elbows to your knees or sit down deeper into your squat and just make fists out of your hands and roll into your wrists. So whatever version of elbows on your knees or bum a bit lower you do in wellness. And then roll your wrists in the other direction. Nice, open your fingers wide. Make fists. And open your fingers wide if your elbows on your knees. Really just holding that, really feeling that in the whole of your body, that you're listening and you're paying attention to your knees. Nice, slowly rolling up. And come up to stand, nice. So come forward to the front of your mat. Reach your arms wide, bring your palms together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees. All the way down, hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift and look forward. Hands to the floor, stretch your right leg long. Pausing there. Step your left leg long. Knees to the floor, all the way down. Elbows to the floor underneath your shoulders. Lift and look. Really squeeze your shoulder blades a little bit more down your back and feel that the back of your neck is also lengthening. Nice. Bring your right hand to the floor beside you. Look way and high down the beach. Bring your left hand to the floor. Look way and high down the beach. Nice. Bring both hands either side a little bit wider than your mat up onto your fingertips. Tuck your chin under and just reverse the back of your head a little bit backwards. And then lowering down, bring your elbows to the floor, push back into your cat, all the way back into your, maybe your downward dog, maybe not. Acknowledge that maybe downward dog isn't what you like doing, and you don't have to do it. Woohoo! I love it. Great. Step your right foot forward or bend your knees, bring your foot forward, step forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up, reach your arms wide, palms come together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, all the way down, hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift, and look forward. Hands to the floor, stretch your left leg back, step it back. And step back. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Nice. And bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Lift and draw your shoulders down and away from your ears. So feel a little bit more action than what we usually do into the back of the body. So pull your shoulder blades down. Squeeze through your bum. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Nice. Look over your right shoulder. Looking back towards your foot. And look over your left shoulder. Looking back towards your foot. Nice. Rise again. Try and look further. I lift my eyebrows to see further. And then coming down, drop your head, push back, walk back. And then push back, downward dog, or whatever version of that you do. Great. Help your left foot forward. Step your right foot forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, palms come together. Hands come to rest in front of your chest. Nice. So stepping back, we'll go through a little mini sun salutation to get there. Reach your arms wide, bring your palms together. Bending your elbows coming down. Forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift. And look forward. Hands to the floor, step your right foot back. So turn your right foot at a 45-degree angle and bring both hands to your front knee and push down and rise up. And then drop your arms down and feel like your torso is upright. So just feel that you're standing tall through your torso, whatever that means. And bend your front knee a little bit more. And feel like your back leg is super strong for you. And again, your torso is upright and you're facing towards the front of your mat. And then reach your fingers forward. And feel your strength, like be in your strength right now. And then reach your hands up towards the ceiling, reaching up, looking up. And so there's this thing called power poses. And so if you go to any country in the world and lift your arms up overhead like this, you're probably honoring the sun or something, you know. So just feel that, you know, really feel this sense of reaching through your body and extending upwards. And feel the deep of your breath. Nice. Slowly lower your arms down. And then either bring your hands to your knee or reach your hands out forward and draw your left shoulder down towards your left knee. Bend your front knee a little bit more. And then rise again, reaching up, rising up. Feel the length of you, the strength of you. Nice. And then lowering all the way down. Hands to the floor. Turn your back knee. Turn your back toes. Bring your knee to the floor. And then just travel forward and backwards there. Stretching out through the front leg. Bending your knee. Stretching out through the front leg. Bending your knee. One more time. Stretch it out. Bend your knee and rising up. So again, reversing backwards. Now my knee is on the floor. If you want to put a jumper or a pillow underneath your knee, you can. Torso is upright. And then bring both hands forward in front of you. Nice. So pull the right elbow back like a bow and arrow. And I love feeling fierce. You know, I love it. It's just my thing. So just reach your left hand forward and really get a sense of the deep of you. And then bend your front knee a little bit more. And then reverse a little bit backwards. And then reach your hand up towards the ceiling, reaching up. Nice. Glide your hand down. Reverse backwards with your shoulder or with your knee. Bring both hands forward in front of you, and then we're going to do elephant. So drop your left hand down to your left knee and reach your right hand across the front of your face and lean towards the left. And then bring your right hand down to your knee and sweep the left hand across. So you're side bending. Hand down to your knee, glide. Hand down to your knee, glide. One more time. You can swing the hand to your knee, bring it to your back of the right thigh. And again, instead of bringing your hand to your knee, bring your hand to the back of the right thigh. Nice. Both hands to the floor, stretch your back leg. Step back into your downward dog or whatever version of that you do. Nice. Slowly walking forward to the front of your mat. Rounding up. Reach your arms wide, palms come together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift. Look forward. Step the left foot back. Turn the back foot 45-degree angle. Bring both hands to your front knee, rising up, and just find the up of your torso. Just feel like you're upright, your back leg is stretching, your front knee is deeply bent. You know, there's loads of, in yoga, we could be doing loads of work on engaging and stuff, but I'm just like, wow, just feel cool when you're standing here and find the shape that makes you feel cool. Reach your hands forward in front of you and then gliding up, reaching up, and really just feel the celestial bodies above us as such. The moon, the sun, the entire universe is reaching up beyond your fingers. Nice. Lowering your arms down. Either bring your hand to your front, both hands to your front knee, or reach your hands back and bring your shoulders down to your right shoulder, right knee. And then rise again, reaching up. You know, we're so vast and we're so tiny. Be both. Nice. Lowering down. Bring both hands to the front. And turn your back foot. Drop your knee to the floor and stretch out through the front leg and bend your knee. Stretch out through your front leg and bend your knee. One more time. Stretch out through your front leg and bend your knee. Nice. Rising up. And from here, reach both hands forward in front of you. And then reaching up towards the ceiling. Oh, no, I didn't do that. What did I do? Did something. God, that's interesting. I have no idea. Anyways, reach your hands up and lean into your hips a little bit more. I was thinking about the celestial bodies and the sun, and it was really blowing my mind. No idea what I did on the other side. And then reverse backwards. Bring both hands forward in front of you. Drop your right hand down to your right thigh and sweep your left arm across into elephant, side bend. And then change hands. So every time you're holding onto the front leg as you glide from side to side. Or you can begin to, instead of holding the front leg, slide your hand back to your thigh behind you. And then your thigh behind you. And just feel that. One more time. Super cool. Both hands down. Bring both knees back towards each other. Just do your cat. Rounding and arching. Rounding, arching. Bring your bum to the floor. Stretch your legs out long in front of you. So bend your right knee so that your foot is a little bit out from your thigh and your foot is on the floor. And then reach your right hand forward towards the left foot. Nice. And then reverse. Stretch your right leg long. Bend your left knee. And reach your left hand down to your right foot. Change. Bend your right knee. Stretch your right hand down. Change. Bend your left knee. Stretch your left hand down. Nice. One more time. Bend your right knee. Stretch your left leg long. Reach your right hand down and drop your head down. Nice, coming all the way back. Change, bend your left knee. Stretch your left hand down. Drop your head down. Coming all the way back. Stretch both legs long in front of you. Bring your hands either side of your thighs. Point your toes. And just lift and drop your legs a few times. Lift, 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 and lift. Maybe try both. Push both hands down and lift. Lift. Might be a fish movement that you get, kind of a flick, or it might be a lift. The more you push into your hands, the more it'll happen. One more time. Push. Awesome. Come lie on your back. The knees are bent. Arms are out to the sides, and just sway your knees from side to side. So really acknowledging your inner sensations and including them in your day, acknowledging them, being with them, is it's like instead of separating out parts of us and not using all of the resources we have, it's like including the whole package, and suddenly there's a deeper potency, a deeper sense of beingness. Also, it's so acknowledging for us to be present to the whole of ourselves. So just bring your hands to your belly and just breathe into your belly. Just feel the deep of you. And just acknowledge the resistance you have, or the deep turning inwards you have, or whatever it is. You know, this time of year is a thing. It's a dark, deep time of year. It's a retreating into the depths of us. So what sensations right now are you feeling that might fall into that basket? And then just go, wow, that's so cool. I am connected to nature, to the cycles. I am connected. I am in it. You know, we are all living this moment. Just be with that for just another moment or two. Really giving them value. And then noticing where you're well. You know, in this moment as you lie here, where is your wellness? How wonderful. So have a wonderful day. And remember to acknowledge and to be with those sensations of this cycle of the year. And then also remember to do the things that resource and replenish. Or like, I love sitting beside my fire now at night and reading my book. I pull a couch up, almost sit into the fire and read my book, and all the dogs sit on top of me, and it's just glorious. Whereas in summertime, I very rarely read books. Um, so guys, be great, be awesome. Have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Great.